could well be a desperate December for Queen's Park Rangers, second from bottom in the Sky Bet Championship table, going into a busy period of the season, but their last game in November is at least at Loftus Road, taking on a Stoke City side that are winless in the Sky Bet Championship in their last 3 outings. Marty Cifuentes, Rangers boss before kickoff, paying tribute, as the whole of Loftus Road and these two sides are doing, to the late great Terry Venables, sadly passing away at the age of 80 on Saturday. A legend in this part of London, over 170 appearances for the club, a league title in the second division as a manager in 1983. Gone but never forgotten. Terry Venables leaves an indelible legacy in the world of football. Forward, and that's a neat little flick as well by Dykes out wide. Dixon Bonham. Free kick. Tries to send one into the danger zone now for Rangers. Relatively quiet opening 10 minutes or so. The expectation around Loftus Road for something to happen under the new boss, but nothing happening with deliveries like that from the set piece. Chair gets it on the left boot this time, and there's a bit of pushing and shoving at the back post, and it's a penalty. James Linnington, the referee, pointing to the spot, and Rangers have a chance from 12 yards to get the opener. Well, there was certainly hands-on, I feel, as Ender Stevens is booked. But whether it was enough to warrant pointing to the spot, I'm not too sure about. There is a shirt pull, isn't there? Dykes from the spot. Tucks it home. A first goal at Loftus Road under Marty Cifuentes. And is that perhaps going to guide Rangers to a first win for the new manager? The centre forward with his second goal of the campaign, after finding the back of the net against Swansea in September. A fortuitous goal perhaps, particularly in the eyes of the visitors, but it could be a big one for Rangers. Ball in from the corner, dealt with just about. Stevens lunging for it, has to be careful. It's the South Korean once again. Colback will clear it away. Chair on the move. Needs some support, he's got 2 of them. It's a nice idea. Oh, it's found its way all the way through. And Smith can't finish it off. Well, I don't think Elijah Dixon Bonner knew anything about that as he got the touch to lay it into Paul Smith. It's a beautiful ball, but it's an absolute howler at the back for Stoke City, and it almost cost them. They've had some good spells in this first half without really anything coming from it, Stoke, and they're giving Rangers more opportunities as Dykes can't finish it off. What on earth is going on in the back line for Stoke City right now? It could get better going forward. Campbell suddenly in on goal, and Begovic stands tall. End-to-end action as we approach half-time here at Loftus Road. 2 big moments perhaps in this game, and both goalkeepers staying big and big enough, Begovic, to beat that one away. This was the opportunity at the other end for Lyndon Dykes. What a gift from Kieran Clark. It's his first appearance for his new club. He's not exactly covering himself in glory. Dykes should have done better. It's a corner to deal with now for Rangers, and they haven't dealt with it. Ryan May, right before half-time, finds an equaliser. It's a sucker punch to the gut for 3 sides of Loftus Road tonight, but the travelling supporters are celebrating ecstatically. Just falls so kindly to him. His second goal in the Sky Bet Championship this season. Pulls Stoke City level. And the worst time for the hosts to concede an equaliser. round the corner, and there's certainly a tug on the shirt there as Smith goes down. Now, was he in the area? And this is a problem for Stevens, who gets a second yellow card. We've only just started this second period, and Stoke City, after doing the hard graft to pull themselves level before the break, are now down to 10 men. Cynical and silly, the challenge here from Stevens, just pulling back on the winger. It's outside the box, but damage has certainly still been done. Sometimes a side down to 10 men is a difficult side to break down. Rangers certainly seeing that at the moment. Berger, space on the edge of the area, and he has a go! It's a lovely finish! A kiss off the inside of the post, and the side down to 10 men suddenly lead here. And if you thought the equaliser was a strike that sucked the wind out of the sails, this one has silenced the home crowd. It's a cracking finish that, he picks his spot perfectly. There's no chance really for Begovic, who's at full stretch and can't keep it out. What a turn up for the books this would be. Johnson sends it in. It's not exactly threatening. Pearson lifts it over the top. There's a lot of pushing and shoving there as Kieran Clark is struggling to keep the shirt on his back in that moment. You can hear what the away supporters thought of it. Considering the way in which Rangers were given a penalty in the first half, you can understand why Stoke feel they should have a penalty in the second here. Colbeck giving it wide. Delivery into the box comes to nothing. Chair on the edge of the area! Well, everybody knows that he can strike them from that sort of position, on that right boot, stepping inside. He's so comfortable in this pocket. He finds a gap, strikes the upright and bounces away. Perhaps it's just not their night tonight. Willock, been lively since coming on. Colbeck. Back again to the substitute. Good control, it's very good control, it's an even better finish by Lyndon Dykes. Martí Cifuentes celebrates and then gets back down to business, to perhaps orchestrating a winner late on here for Rangers. But Lyndon Dykes has perhaps salvaged a point at least for the hosts, and in some style. Shades of Gascoigne about that. It's a beautiful finish. Under pressure as well from his marker. There's certainly a spark about Rangers now. They're fighting hard to try and perhaps find this late winner. Lakesh working down at the byline, wins it back, and it's in! Loftus Road celebrates like it hasn't celebrated all season. Ben Pearson sends it past his own goalkeeper. But if the work rate to provide that piece of service doesn't sum up the effort level from Queen's Park Rangers tonight, I don't know what does. They have their noses back in front. Can they hold on here late on? Gooch gives it away. Willock comes forward, has support to his right in the form of Kelman. Might choose to take it on himself. That's it. 3 points in the bag. Chris Willock puts the icing on the cake. And the first win of the Martí Cifuentes era is surely coming now for Queen's Park Rangers. Great work from the substitute, and he picked his spot to perfection too. And every home supporter in this stadium is breathing a huge sigh of relief. That's the full-time whistle. A first home victory of the campaign for Queen's Park Rangers. A first win for that man in his new role as Queen's Park Rangers boss. Martí Cifuentes had to sit through a whirlwind of emotions tonight after Lyndon Dykes opened the scoring. But it was the late effort from the substitutes like Chris Willock, whose final finish sealed an important 3 points in the fight for safety for Queen's Park Rangers. Cifuentes will celebrate this and get back down to business. It finishes here, QPR 4, Stoke City 2.